Now time for our Tuesday evening feature. Where are they now?
From a failed attempt at being a football player, rifle shooter, and a drummer, he blossomed into one of the greatest practitioners the sport of horse racing has ever seen locally, creating history in an area that was far from his passion at the time. That individual is former champion jockey George Hosang. He grew up in Vineyard Town, St. Andrew, and was educated at Blake's Prep School and the famed Kingston College.
I tried out for soccer because it was like the #1 sport back then. Soccer, I was too small, so I went on and I tried for the cadet. So I wanted to be a drummer. But then when I had the drums hang around me, it was dragging on the ground. So that was where that helped me to be a rider.
So how did the idea of him becoming a jockey come about?
Victor Lisu and Basil Lisu, I used to go to races with them on the weekends. And I just looked at the riding and I thought it was something I would like. And the bug hit me. And by the time I was 15 years old, I was on top of a horse learning. And I think I started riding at 16.
He finished third aboard his first Mount Telegram and 6 months later rode his first winner in short circuit, trained by Arthur Mackenzie. From then, it was no looking back. Hosang went on to win the Jockeys Championship on 4 occasions, from 1972 to 75.
Oh man, that was like heaven to me. I was actually making a living from something that, I love to do.
His rapid rise to the top served to magnify his ability as an astute reinsman, as his talent was unmistakable. He continued on the trajectory of success, which was the precursor to global glory, as he was soon invited to ride at the prestigious Newmarket Summer Festival in England.
Strangest thing to me, I rode 2 races going a mile straight. You can't believe looking down a racetrack, it says 1 mile straight. Green carpeted grass, and a race with 26 horses in it. That was like strange to me, but it was a good feeling.
He migrated to Canada, where he won the Jockeys Championship at the competitive Woodbine racetrack on 2 occasions, 1979 and 1981, a period in which he won a number of stakes races. On his return to Jamaica, one of his more notable successes was the Red Stripe Super Stakes aboard the Philip Fiani-trained The Viceroy in 1992, bettering stable companion Milligram with Winston Griffiths in what was an epic encounter.
Rallying strongly toward the inside, and the Viceroy regains the lead into final 16. Milligram now is looking to be shutting down the Viceroy, hanging on the George Hosang to take it from Milligram and Orient Express.
He rode with natural grace, a silky smooth rhythm rider who tends to extract the maximum from horses while appearing almost motionless. He navigated a landscape back then that was sheer competition, but his presence in the sport was not only a mere pastime or career, but an obvious calling. Hosang can lay claim to being possibly the best rider the country has ever produced. Looking back at his career, which spanned almost 3 decades, what was it like for him?
I won titles, and those are my best achievements for me. The titles in Jamaica and the titles in Canada. And I won 2 legs of the Triple Crown over there.
So what is George Hosang doing these days?
These days I'm being a full-time grandparent, a grandpa. And I have 3 little grandkids that I help out with. I had my daughter.